Hi, welcome to another episode of Lifestyle San Diego. This is Arlo Nugent, broker Blue Chip Realty Group. This morning we're in one of my favorite communities in Little Italy to talk to the owner, Eddie, of Harbor Breakfast. Well, Eddie, here we are at Harbor Breakfast. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about, let's start from the beginning. How long have you been here?
We opened August 1st, 2014.
Okay.
We did it kind of, on the spur of the moment. We felt everybody was ready, and it was August 1st, and we just said, let's go.
Awesome. Now tell me, what did this place look like when you first came here?
Well, there was nothing inside. There was just the two posts, which were inside a place. It was Harbor Marine Supplies.
Okay.
So there was a lot of smells.
Yeah.
From way back when of the fish store that was there. They used to make nets and all kinds of marine equipment and supplies, obviously. So it was just completely empty, lots of tar on the ground or on the floor, on the wooden floor. It's a very old building. So.
Interesting. Now, for those viewers who haven't been here, tell us a little bit about the separation. So we have a diner on one side,
yes.
And then where we're sitting now, what does this look like in the evenings?
It's a nice jovial atmosphere. It's created by the fantastic sounds of the jazz musicians that are around. You know, they're really well learned on the styles of Charlie Parker, Ornette Coleman, Lee Morgan. So it's something that creates a very good vibe, as they say here. We have Creole and Cajun food
Nice.
in the evening times by my friend John, and it's very lively.
Very nice. So on the other side here, it's a diner. People come here, it's very popular. I drove by and lines out the door. Literally, there's a line down the street. And it's a very well-known place for breakfast. But as you're developing this side, more and more people are realizing they can start their day and end their day here, correct?
Very true. Yeah, there's a lot of locals that we did the Harbor Breakfast. We did for the locals specifically, and there was a clothing store on this side of the building, and she decided she didn't want to do it any longer after 7 or so years. So my business partners who own the building, they asked me what to do, and I said jazz club. Yeah.
Okay, so on the weekends, then you're serving breakfast here also, and then
That's
in
correct.
the evenings, it's a jazz club.
Yeah.
What nights are best? Would you recommend people come? Like, what time is a good time?
Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays we have live music here.
Okay, what
Yeah.
time does that usually start?
It starts around 7 on Thursdays, 7:30 or 8 o'clock on Fridays and Saturdays. And you should call because it's getting full.
So reservations are recommended?
Yes.
Excellent. Now, going back to the diner, is there any off-menu item? Is there a secret item or just an item that people really love here? Maybe the most popular?
We used to have them, but now there are our seafood specials. We had a frittata sirena, we had a shrimp diablo, and the lobster benedict. So
The shrimp
now
Diablo sounds interesting. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, we make it with guajillo salsa with the big dry guajillo peppers. We mix it with pork belly, red bell peppers, and it's a nice mixture of Americana with obviously this is still California, you
Right.
know, and it's still Mexico at the same time. So
Right.
we kind of played around with that sort of thing. And
Huh.
big giant shrimp on top of it.
That sounds pretty amazing. Now, since you've been here, tell us about the transformation you've seen in Little Italy. Because on my side, being a real estate broker, it's unbelievable. Real transformation. And what about you on your end? What have you noticed?
Well, I was here years ago when I had a band. We used to play at the Cosmo, which is down the street on Kedner, and it was pretty much the Badlands back then in the late '80s, early '90s. So my business partner got together with Ted Smith. He got together with Jonathan Siegel, Kathy McCormick, Jim Brown, and others, and they purchased this block here and went to the CCDC, I believe, and they purchased it for very low price in hopes to develop Little Italy to the type of thing that they really envisioned and doing. So the city went ahead and picked several designs through them, and it kickstarted Little Italy. It was a very ballsy move, if I may say so. You know, I mean, a lot of them are very long-time San Diego residents, so I think they saw Little Italy kind of dropping off the map. You know, it wasn't something that was very pleasing to the eye at that time, and but if it wasn't for those guys, that Little Italy would probably perhaps still be better.
Interesting. So if I were to go to the airport, pick up one of my international clients and bring him here for breakfast, and ask you to tell him what you like about Little Italy specifically, what are some things you would highlight?
Well, Little Italy is becoming more and more lively, a little bit different than the Gaslamp, for instance, and it's pretty much where the center of all festivities, restaurants is top restaurants. Having been a farmer, I believe that the suburbs and the farmlands are for farmers, and downtown is for people that are doing commerce. People that want to have festivals, people that want to live around a lively environment. And Little Italy really does offer that sort of thing. Some people may think it's a little bit too white, which in a sense, I do agree with that, okay? But there is a shift that I'm noticing because it's becoming more and more international. From Saudi Arabia, from Africa, a lot of Italians, obviously. I'm seeing some Germans, French. And so I think that's what's happening with Little Italy. It's becoming more of an international district than perhaps it used to be. So if you want to do business with all kinds of people from around the world, that's great. If you want to meet people for breakfast here, have a breakfast that have a completely different point of view, then you will get that.
I've definitely noticed that. Definitely a melting pot here, people from all countries.
Yeah.
I can only imagine some of the conversations out there, especially with everything going on in our country and the media and having those international
it's fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. It was such a cool spot. And talking again about the diner out there, tell us about the diner table itself. I hear you spent a lot of time on it.
You mean sanding it?
Yes, yeah.
I spent a lot of time sanding it, as did Ted Smith, my business partner's girlfriend, Kathy McCormick. She's a perfectionist. She designed these chairs here. She was a very big part of designing the diner. Ted, Kathy, and I designed it. And yes, we built everything by hand. So
that's awesome.
It was fun.
Very cool. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Right on, Alan.
Thank you, Eddie.
Right on.